Lila, 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 lila,
Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song on day 2,196 consecutive days of singing. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us today. Can we all please thank Valeria Pacific coming in from London, UK for a great opening today. And I'm so glad to see so many smiling faces here. Thanks for another day of unifying here as we try to sort out everything that is going on in our complicated world. Let's all take a deep breath together to start the day. Yeah, and some stretching I saw going on out there. Very nice. Everybody, please help me wave hello to all the folks out there on the live stream. So we're welcoming all the folks on YouTube and all the folks on Facebook coming in from all around the globe. Thanks for singing with us today. And of course, a big thank you and hello to everybody here in this room. As per usual, I see we've got some Canada and we've got lots of different US states. And I see we've got some UK over there. So nice to have you all with us. Thanks, gang, so much for being here. We are celebrating today's Daily Antidote of Song with a brand new song leader. Can we all please thank Liz Ikamba, one of our regular hosts and song leaders, who introduced us to Valeria. And Valeria is a Colombian musician, facilitator, and a cultural curator based in London. She's the co-founder of the Bullerengues Circle, a collective that fosters the Afro-Colombian tradition of Bullerengue, which I think we're going to learn a bit about today. And her work explores identity, migration, and the diasporic memory through a lot of community practice and social engagement. So I'm super excited to not only sing with you today, Valeria, but also to learn more about all this fabulous work you're doing in the world. Can we all please welcome Valeria?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
Thank you so much, Valeria. So I know we've got two songs plus a little treat for today. Do you want to teach us that little bit of our first song so we can sing it with you?
Yes. So the song that I'm about to teach you is a bullerengue, as Joe said, and bullerengue is sang in a call and response way, which means there's a lead voice who's going to be doing the call. I'm going to do that part, and then all of you are going to be responding to my call. And the way that we sing in bullerengue is that we have one phrase that is repeated throughout the song, and then this phrase is repeated like a mantra. So we're going to sing in Spanish today, and if you don't speak Spanish, don't worry, because in bullerengue the words are not important. It's about just making your body vibrate, and it's about the collective chanting, and it's about singing and singing and singing until words don't even have a meaning anymore. So the chorus we're about to sing goes Yo me voy contigo, and it means I'm coming with you. So the way we sing it is Yo me voy contigo, yo me voy contigo, yo me voy contigo. How are you feeling with that? Good? Okay, so yo me voy contigo. But let's not worry about pronunciation or anything like that. And yeah, let's start. By the way, I am joined here today by my beautiful Alegre, and I'm going to be using it to accompany this chant. Alegre is an Afro-Colombian drum and is used in several Afro-Colombian music traditions from the Caribbean coast, like bullerengue, like cumbia, and many others. So, yo me voy contigo cuando te vayas, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo cuando te vayas, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, ya tengo lista mi maleta. Yo me voy contigo, ya tengo lista mi maleta. Yo me voy contigo pa' que no te yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, pa' donde vaya, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo a viajar por el mundo. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, yo me voy pa' Palenque. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy para Cuba. Yo me voy contigo, yo me voy para Zimbabue. Yo me voy contigo, allá India, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, pa' donde vaya, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, ya tengo lista mi maleta. Yo me voy contigo, ya tengo lista mi maleta. Yo me voy contigo porque yo quiero cuidarte. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que yo no te dejo sola. Yo me voy contigo, que yo no te dejo sola. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo al mundo maravilloso. Yo me voy contigo al mundo maravilloso. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo pa' la rueda de Bullerengue. Cielo, me voy contigo pa' la rueda de Bullerengue. Yo me voy contigo pa' la rueda de Bullerengue. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy pa' Urabá. Yo me voy contigo y por la playa camino. Yo me voy contigo a explorar la montaña. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que contigo yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, yo me voy, yo me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy, que me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy, que me voy. Yo me voy contigo, que me voy, que me voy. Yo me voy contigo.
Woo! Thank you so much, Valeria. That was a lot of fun. Very, very, very rhythmic, very soothing, very get into the moment and then just stay in the moment. And I'm so excited to learn more about the Bullerengue and about what we were just singing and anything you want to share with us about that song.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining me in this. So this was Bullerengue, and Bullerengue is an Afro-Colombian tradition. It's a tradition of drums, collective call and response chanting, and dancing. Bullerengue is actually a baile cantado in Spanish, which translates to a song dance, which means that the dancing is part of the music and there is a language going on between the drums, between the voices, and between the bodies. It's a whole dialogue. But actually, more than the drums, the most important instruments that we use in Bullerengue are our voices and our claps. And actually, for a second song, I'm going to introduce you to that because I would like everyone to be clapping along to this. And Bullerengue is such a powerful tradition and such a powerful tool for community building, for individual healing, collective healing. It brings so much good into our lives because, well, Bullerengue was born, like many other traditions in our continent, from a history of resistance, and it was born when our African ancestors were kidnapped, were brought into a foreign territory, and were forced to endure slavery, oppression. But through these drums and through getting together, through chanting, through singing their pain and moving away their pain, they found solace and they found resistance, and they kept going because among all they could find joy. And joy is such a powerful tool for resistance. So Bullerengue is a very beautiful tradition where there is a dance of polarity. So we have the polarity between joy and sorrow, they're both present. We have a very strong polarity between the female and the male principles. So actually, what I have here with me today is a female drum, and this is the drum that sings. I'm going to show it to you again just because it's so beautiful. But this is accompanied by a male drum, which is a drum that keeps the upbeat, and so it gives structure so that the female can exist and can create. There is a polarity of the female and male principles in the dance as well. We usually have a male dancer and a female dancer, but it's the same relationship that is between the chorus and the lead voice. So the chorus is the male principle giving structure and holding, while the lead voice or female principle can then create on top of that. Because Bullerengue is also an improvisatory practice. So there are no lyrics, and that's part of the reason why I didn't send any lyrics beforehand, because everything that happens in Bullerengue is improvised. So what I was singing just now was improvisation, and what holds is the chorus, which gives the structure.
That's great. Thank you so much, Valeria. I really love hearing, we're in a time right now where the conversation about resistance and joy, resistance and music is kind of just coming from everywhere, as there are so many folks around the globe who are joining in resistance and very unified resistance. There are folks in many different countries that are all protesting the same things right now. And so hearing some of the background or the history of how the resistance music, sort of Colombian style came about, and what it was meaning. There's really, really neat to learn, and then to learn about the roles of the drums. And then I always love when there's that piece, that element that's tying together what you're doing with your physical body and the resonance with the instrumentation, with the movement. I just feel like, that's like such a holistic musical experience, and very healing, as you said. Do you want to tell us more about sort of what you're doing out in the world with it, and about the kind of things you've produced?
Yes, absolutely. So, well, as you said before, I am one of the founders of Bullerengue Circle, and through this collective, we have brought this practice to the UK because it didn't exist before. So even in Colombia, Bullerengue is not very well known because it belongs to some communities that have been marginalized. So we haven't cared enough as a society to get to know their culture and their tradition. But Bullerengue is starting to become a bit more popular, and a few years ago, with some friends, we just fell in love with Bullerengue and we wanted to practice it here, but it didn't exist. So we started bringing it here, and it started growing into a bit of a movement. And what we do is we create spaces for the community to gather around the drums, to sing together, dance together, synchronizing rhythm. And it is such a powerful tool, as I was saying before, to generate community, because it's a practice that brings us together and makes us look into each other's eyes and listen, so that we can create that dialogue that is created between the movement and the sound. And as I said, it just brings about so much resistance, and I am sure maybe you could feel a little bit of it. And obviously this is not the complete picture because we're missing the other drums and the sound of the collective chanting, but when you practice Bullerengue, you can feel its power. I feel like this is a deeply spiritual practice, and it connects us to the present, it connects us to the world. So that's my main work, and we also have a Bullerengue group here called Aquela Tambo. We are the first Bullerengue group in its traditional format in the whole of Europe. So we have been bringing the beats of Bullerengue to every corner that we can. And through these two projects and collectives, We try to support communities in Colombia who have kept this tradition alive for centuries, because it's communities who, as I said, have been oppressed, marginalized, silenced, and who are still enduring the consequences of that very evil history.
Thank you. Whoop, I think we might be frozen. I'm not sure. I think I might be frozen.
It's, oh yeah,
Hoping we're going to come back.
But we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, great. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that little internet spot there. So I was going to say, I really love the depth of what you're talking about and the ways in which, I mean, you're talking about, you know, you bring up the word dialogue, for example, but the dialogue has to do with like so many different levels of what dialogue means, right? The dialogue between all the different pieces you're talking about, and the dialogue, of course, between all of the people who are in the same sort of resistance sphere. And it's just, it's the depth of this is so lovely, and it's coming through very strongly. I did love the idea of looking in each other's eyes that you were talking about, because in the case of this particular space, that's one of the things we have the most, right? So as we're singing, and you see people spotlighted on the screen, and you can really look people in the eyes, and there's something that's yet another level of the dialogue that I think we're all getting to experience through this. So, Valeria, did you want to do a little bit of drumming independent of singing, just to show us kind of what you've got, or what you wanted to share?
Of course. So, just to say quickly, there are three different rhythms in Bullerengue. What we sang before is a Bullerengue sentado, and later we're going to be singing a chalupa. So now I'm going to be doing the other rhythm that we're not going to be singing, which is a fandango. And just to say that that makes a lot more sense when it is done in conjunction with the other drum, because there is also a dialogue here. So the sound that we hear through the drums is the symphony created between the two drums. So this is just half of the picture.
Beautiful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'm hoping maybe someday we're going to get you back in here with some of your other drummers, and we're going to get, like, you know, even
I'm definitely up for that.
That would be very, very cool. So I know you have one more song that we're going to share with you. Do you want to go ahead and teach us what we're going to sing with you, and let's have some of that one?
Yes, just before sharing the song, I would like to take this opportunity as well to say, because I heard you have some UK people, we have some UK people connected here today. So if someone happens to be in London and you would like to experience some of these Bullerengue in person, we're actually having a very special event tomorrow. We're running a fundraising event for Cuba in Camberwell. So if you're around, just come about. And getting onto the song. So the song that we sang at the start, the chorus said, Yo me voy contigo, is a song of togetherness, right? Because that's what Bullerengue is about, coming together in community. And this other song that I want to share, the chorus is Golpe de tambor, which is stroke of the drum. And it is a song by this incredible maestra from Necoclí in Colombia called Darlina Sáenz. And it's a song about reconnecting to the drum as the heartbeat, to remembering the root, to remembering this beautiful ancestral technology that we have today with us. So the chorus goes, Golpe de tambor, golpe de tambor, golpe de tambor, golpe de tambor. Brilliant. And so this would go. Sorry, I also forgot. So in this rhythm in particular, in chalupa, the claps hold the beat. So if we just want to clap along to the chorus. Golpe de tambor, óyelo caramba, golpe de tambor, como canto yo, hombre, golpe de tambor, óyelo caramba, golpe de tambor, como canto yo, hombre, golpe
Thank you so much, Valeria.
Thank you all, and thanks for the invitation.
Thank you for getting us moving, singing, clapping, swaying, thinking. Another great day here in the Daily Antidote. Great to look into everybody's eyes and be in community through a new, I mean, Bullerengue is completely new to me. So this is really, really super informative and excited to hear more about it and more from you and from your group at some point in the near future. Can we all please thank Valeria again? Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
And we've got links in the chat so you can go ahead and find out more about Valeria and her work and her recordings. And when we come back next time, we'll chat even more about it. And we're going to say a quick thank you to everybody out there on the live stream. Actually, before we do that, we're going to say a quick what we're doing this week. So here we are. It is our anniversary week. We started our week off with the first day of year 7. We sang with a bunch of people, I think a dozen. And please come back and please go back and listen to it if you missed it. It was a really, really lovely day. Jenny Bonham Carter out of Massachusetts on Tuesday. Vance Gilbert, new to us. Actually, Jenny was new to us also. Vance Gilbert, new to us, out of Massachusetts on Wednesday. Fran Andre yesterday out of the UK. And Valeria, if you don't know Fran, we'll have to get you guys hooked up. Valeria today out of the UK. Valeria Pacific out of London. Great to have you with us today with Bullerengue, music from Colombia. Tomorrow we are singing with Lilo Gonzalez, Lucy Murphy, and Stephen Peter Jones. They are all affiliated with the DC Labor Course and the the Labor Heritage Foundation. And they are doing a fundraiser, virtual and in person, I think, to support movements against ICE. And so we'll hear more about that from them tomorrow. And on Sunday, we are going to sing with Wezi, who will be joining us from Zambia. And I want to thank everybody again so much for being here. Can everybody please help me? One more thank you to Valeria. And one more big hello and goodbye to all the folks out there joining us today on the live stream. Thank you so much, gang, for being here. We can't wait to see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Antidote song.